Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we will see the live demonstration how we can configure the gRPC in the services or how we can configure it from the scratch. Okay, so let me walk you through with the just open a Visual Studio 22. So click on the create new project. So here you have multiple templates, so you can just here search for the gRPC. When you search for the gRPC, you will get this template. Let me click on this. So give it a name, gRPC live. You can give name as per your convenience. So gRPC live demonstration. Instead of here, I would like to call it as a server. So firstly we will write the server, then we'll write the client for this. Okay, so here I would like to name this as gRPC live demo. Okay, so let me change the path. Okay, let it be here as of now. So these are things. Let me create on the next. I don't want the containerization. Let me click on the create. So it will create a one sample proto file for you and one service for you. So like this is the structure. Here you have the gRPC live server and here are multiple files. So here one is proto file. Like I told you, there is a one, it uses the protobuf where you have to define the contracts like the services and the messages. So here we have the first thing, we have a syntax which is the version, we can say the proto 3, and this is your namespace like gRPC live server we are using for this, and here is a package called greet. This code is demo code, sample code which is generated by the gRPC. So we'll see how we can create our custom proto file, define our custom contracts and services as well. So before that, let me walk you through with this. Okay, so here we have package called greet. So here are the services. Okay, services where we have RPC, say hello, hello request, returns, hello reply. So just consider it as like you have one class. This code is equivalent to, let me write here, suppose you have one class called greeter. Okay, and where you are defining one function, just as of now, function which will return hello reply. Yeah, hello reply. The function name is say hello. It is taking one input which is hello request. Which is taking one hello request. So just consider this. Okay, so this is I forgot to close this. Okay, so just consider this is equivalent to your this. So like in the protos file, we define the services, like here we have services and we have these methods like the remote procedure calls. This is equivalent to this, where you have one class in normal language, we can say one class, and the functions we have over there. So these are the like objects, so we can say the DTOs or we can say the entities we have. Okay, so we have one hello request. Our method will take input of a hello request, and here you can also write as an input. Okay, or you may write as a request. Perfect. So it will take one input of hello request message and it will return a hello reply message. Okay, so let me remove this. So this is for your services. If you want any other service, you will define that service here. Okay, and here are your messages. Messages are your like the objects or the datas. Okay, so here you have string name 1. So this one is the field number that I told you, like it uses the field numbers for the serialization and deserialization, and it is in the protobufs. It is not in the JSON. Okay, so here also we have one another. Okay, so once you will build your project, okay, first you have to define the properties of your file as well. like here we have to select the build action, which is protobuf compiler, and the gRPC stub classes. This is server only. You can select the client only and client and server as well, but here I am defining server only, and the class access is public compile protobuf. Yes, okay, just set it to okay. And once you will just build your application, you will get the corresponding server code for this in your C#. So what you have to do for that, you have to just click here and click here on the show all files. Just go to the obj and the debug.net. Here you have the protos folder. So you can see here we have the grid.cs, where you have the designer, which is auto generated code for you. Okay, and one is grid gRPC.cs. Here you also has the auto generated code for your proto. Okay, so let me hide this as of now, and let me walk you through with these services. So this is the services, like where we are just will write the logic. So whenever someone will call that service, like the method say hello, so what behavior it will there will be, or what action it will do. So like here we have greeter service. Okay, we have greeter, so we created one greeter service, and it is coming from the greeter.greeter base. So it is generated by the gRPC for you. You do not have to write all this code. Okay, so we just add a logger here, and here is the method like the say hello, which is taking a hello request as an input, and which is responding us a hello reply, and this is the context. Okay, so here we are just returning a task of the hello reply. Okay, so like how you can like in normal REST APIs, you can just simply run this, and you will one browser will be populated for you, where you can, like if there is a get response or JSON returning, you can directly get there. Okay, so let's see, one terminal window has been populated for us. So here you can see it has been started on the HTTPS this and HTTP this. So let's click on this. Okay, so it has opened one browser window for us. Oh wow, it is saying communication with gRPC endpoints must be made through a gRPC client. Okay, so it is saying that you cannot make a communication or make a request from the browser, and I told that this is like the we covered the benefits and drawbacks. So this was one of the drawback. It is not compatible with all the browser. Instead of, you have to do some workaround for that. So you have to made one gRPC client. With the help of that, you can make a request there. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll create one gRPC client for this. Okay, so how we'll create that? So let me create one more project. Let me close all these windows. So here let's create another object. Click on add a new project. So this time we'll create a console application for this. So here we'll write gRPC live and client. Okay, click on the next. So here we have this client. So for this client we have to add some NuGet packages. So let's add those NuGet packages first, and then we'll see how we can configure this. Okay, so first you need the NuGet package, like your google.proto, this protobuf. Okay, so you have to install this package. I'll click on install. It will be installed, and meanwhile it is installing, let me install the another one which you need, gRPC.net client. You need to install this as well. Okay, I'm just installing the pre-release. Sorry. And the next one, you need gRPC tools. So these three packages will be required if you want to just create a client in gRPC or in the console application for the gRPC. Okay, so these three has been installed. How you can verify that? Just go to the CS proj. Here we have these three packages. Perfect. So like here, how we will make a request. So here let me quickly close all the windows. Okay, so let's create a class called gRPC client. Okay, so here we have like static void main string args. Okay, so we also have to define the proto file here. So let me create a new folder here called protos, and here we have to use this greet file. Let me copy this and paste here. Okay, so for this I have to define the properties as well. Now this time we have to select the protobuf compiler, but then this is our client only. This is our client, not the server. Okay, so once you have defined this, so let's build this. Okay, perfect, we have successfully built this. So like here we have to create one channel like for where we'll make the request for the address. So we'll create one channel, we'll write gRPC channel, or here we have for address. So like here we can define the address, that was https and local host. I'm not remember the port number. Okay, I'll write later once we'll start the server. Okay, so you have created the channel. Now you have to create one client. Okay, so how you can create that client? So here you have to create new greeter client through the channel. Okay, so you have created one client as well. So next what will be, we want the response. Okay, how we will get the response here? For the response we have to make await and client dot say hello async. What is say hello async? We defined the method, like we have one service which is called say hello, so we are making a call to that say hello async. Okay, so here what will pass our what can I say, here we have to pass one input. It is expecting one input. If we go here, this is the auto generated code. Let me show you in the service. It is expecting hello request. Okay, so let me create one let me create after the client one request which is new hello request, and it will take a name. So I have to define one name. Let me call it as Tim. Okay, so we have to pass this request here. Perfect, we'll get the response here, and we have to just console the response. And let me write here, we have to use console.readline to keep our window. Okay, let me build this if there is any error. Okay, it has built successfully. So now let me again start this to, we have on the server, get the port number. So it is running on the port 7100. So let me write here 7100. And one more thing, so once you have defined the client here, so we are ready to start our client as well. So here we are getting the response. So let's cross check, we have response here. We have in the message in the response. So okay, let me hide this first. We go to the program, and here we'll get the message because we have response.message. Okay, so let me first if sometime you might face some error or issue, like here when you will define the client only in the properties, it will say or show you the prompt. So in that case, just click on OK and go to the cs.proj file and just here manually define the client if there is a server. Okay, so next let me, or if sometimes when you will configure both the projects on the startup, like here, let me change the startup configuration. So here I'll select the multiple startup projects. So here I want to start my client and my server both. Okay, but first I want to start my server. So I have changed the order. So sometimes it might fails when you start both your server and client. So in that case, first you have to start your server, and after that you can just start the multiple projects simultaneously. Okay, so let me here quickly click on the start button. So see if we get some output here. Yeah, so here is our server. Let me show you. This is our server and this is our client. Let's split these windows. So you can see we have server here and we have client here. Okay, and if you want to log like which method called there, so for that what you can do, go to just in your service. So this service will basically contain your core logic you want to perform. So let me write here a log information, and here I can directly write, I want to write the name of which is my say hello. Okay, and I want to write this method called, and let me save this and let me again run this. So let me see if we have something. Yeah, we have this client side and we have this server side. So it is saying in gRPC live server services we have one method, say hello method called. So this is like how you can configure the server as well as client. So suppose if you want to write your own custom service. Okay, so that how you can add a custom service in the project. So we'll cover this in the next video.